Hi, happy Documented Faith Friday. Thank you so much for all of the fun we had last week with the giveaway. I would love to think that it was because of me, but I have to think that it was because of the Rae Dunn mug and the watercolor pencils. But I do have a giveaway at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I will try not to make it as long. And I have a little list in front of me taped to my phone so that I can stay on focus. And I'm going to really try not to move back and forth because I noticed last week I was doing this and this. Oh yeah, and I got new glasses. Finally picked them up yesterday. I wear bifocals, and these are more of the focal than the bifocal. The bifocal part got smaller, and I just couldn't see anymore. So anyway, it's lovely to see you. All right, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the binder again, because last week I accidentally tricked you and I didn't have my pages. So before I showed you what I'm working on now, I wanted to kind of remind you of what I was doing last year in my binder. And for those who are new, this was the Documented Faith binder from last year. And the spots or the spaces were vertical. And like I told you, or I showed you last week, they're now horizontal. But what I was doing in there, in each one of these, for several days, which turned into months, was just doing a little something, a little blah, blah, blah. It was either rewriting the verse, writing down something that related to the verse. I did a doodle with it. If I was traveling, then I did something like, you can see this is when I was in Seattle. And it really made it easier to just work in the small spot. Now, when I was doing this, this was last May. I didn't know it was a thing. I was just doing it like this. And there is this thing called Tiny Bible Scriptures. I think that's what it's called. If you go onto Instagram and you do hashtag Tiny Bible Scriptures, you will find lots of ways that people are doing something like this in their planner, in their binder, on paper, in a moleskin, in a traveler's notebook. I just didn't know it was a thing. So now I will show you what I am doing in this year's binder. And it doesn't mean I'm going to do it all year long, but this is the way I started. And before I go on, this year's binder is the same size, whoops, as last year's. Someone had said, oh, it looks like it's bigger, but it's not. It's the same. So just wanted to highlight that. So, okay, so what I did is in the area I showed you that are really, it could be your month at a view, I did little tiny Bible scriptures. I just didn't know it was a thing. So in each little box, I just did a little something about love and penned it in, and then just added watercolor to it. And then on this page, I did a little bit more based on what I had done on the previous page. And over in the margin, and I'm not done yet, I wrote the verse that it references. So, for instance, on this one, lasting love extends grace. And then I gave the verse that it corresponds with. So it's kind of fun, and it takes away the anxiety of doing it in a journaling Bible. It's just a small area, so you're not overwhelmed with having to fill up a whole space, and it can be what you want, when you want, how you want. There's no rules. So this is going to be a little bit of the way I'm going to do it. And here's a good example of where I just pinned it in, and there's no color yet because I will be making videos and showing you what I'm doing. It doesn't, and maybe I've already repeated myself, but I'm not going to do this probably every day, but when I don't know what I want to do, this is a good spot to come to just do a little journaling or a little doodling. So so look up Tiny Bible Scriptures. I hope that's what it's called. I don't know. I didn't know. Whatever. I didn't know it was a thing. So so that's that. Now I still don't have my dividers, and I don't have a date yet. So as soon as I do, you will know first. I'm packing up to go to the Whatever Craft House. I leave on Tuesday morning for a week-long retreat of my own. It's the first time I've done this for this long on my own, and so I'm super excited about that. I will be having another one at the Whatever Craft House in Newton, Kansas in October, and I just spilled those beans yesterday on an Instagram post. So there will be information on registration for that on my blog soon. And just to address a little bit of the cost of these long retreats, it is a little more expensive, and a lot of people have comments about the price, and it includes a lot of things. It's usually 5 or 6 days. It's all of your meals. It's all of, you know, where you're staying there. So it's your accommodations, your meals, all of the studies, all of the classes, and the whole entire concept. And if you haven't been to a longer women's retreat, it is amazing. It is one of my favorite things to do. And last June, I'm going to back up a little so I don't sway back and forth. Last June, I had kind of an epiphany, and I wrote it down about what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, and it's kind of coming to fruition, or I feel like it's a dream that I thought, not me, that's for other people to do. But I'm allowed to do it too, just like you're allowed to do dreaming and planning and wishing, and no, not really wishing, dreaming, doing big dreams. That's what God created us to do, was to dream big. And I think most of the time we don't dream big enough. I know I didn't, because I was super good about building that wall of, no, not me, that's for you to do and for you to do. And I didn't allow myself to accept the possibility of doing something like this. So it's super exciting. I am not nervous. I am excited. I have been working on these ideas and plans and praying, and all the women that are coming. It's just one of those things, just like with Camp Create or the other retreats that I've taught at. Every single person that is there for a reason. So it's going to be a great week. I may not have a video next week, but I may have a Periscope or a Facebook Live. If someone can help me with that while I'm there, then that's what I'll do. And so I may not have this Documented Faith Friday video, but I will do my best. Okay, this week for Documented Faith, there's the lesson, the verse. There are 2 printables. There is a larger printable that you can print off and add color to, and then there's also a printable that will fit right into the margin if you do Bible journaling. It's a kind of a 2x6 traceable that you can put right under your page and trace it, or just use it as inspiration to doodle it on. So that's coming to your mailbox. Okay, so giveaway. I think because everyone likes Rae Dunn mugs, and so do I, although I haven't been able to find them as quickly. Although my mom called me the other night and said, "Oh, I found 2. Do you want them?" And it was exciting. She got that excitement too. So she found 2 for me. But what I want you to do, or what I'm asking you to do to be entered into the mug and the pencil giveaway, is go to my blog. It's www.homegrownhospitality.typepad. Always forget. I've had this blog for 11 years, so you'd think I know, but it's .com. www.homegrownhospitality.typepad.com. And there you will have a little registration, not a registration. It is an interest list for the information, the release date, and the price of the binder so that you can buy it first. So I'm going to dig into my tote of mugs. And last week I said I just put them in there. The reason is when I go and buy them, they wrap them up in paper and I just shove them in there. So that's why I didn't know what I was picking. So the same thing applies. So I'm going to reach in there, pick a mug. You will also get a set of watercolor pencils. And so let me pick one. And if it's silly and it doesn't apply, then let's see. Oh, okay. So friend, that's a cute one. So again, www.homegrownhospitality.typepad.com. Put your name on the interest list for the new Documented Faith binder. And then on, let's see, it's Friday. How about on Monday, because it's a holiday weekend? On Monday, before I get ready to go, I will announce the winner. So have a good weekend. For all of my Orange County, California people, stay safe. We have a very large rainstorm coming in any minute. That's why I wanted to do this early. For those on the East Coast that are getting snowed in, hunker down. And thank you again. I will see you next week. Bye.